Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another stream. Streaming live after all. And guess what? I'm here on a weekday. What's going on? Well, I took the day off work. That's what's going on. I got today and tomorrow off. So, yeah, I get to work on the model. What are we doing? We're doing this guy right up here. Yeah, it's the 1/35th scale Panther by Meng. Yep, that's what it is. So, well, it seems like it's been longer than a week, but it's about that. Maybe even a little less. Feels like it's longer, I don't know why. But, here we are. So what have we got? Last time we started working on the upper hull. So we got this part assembled. The lower hull is all ready to go. It's done. It's ready to meet its mate once we get to that point, right? Once we get there. So, yeah. Well, we'll worry about that when we get there. We've got to put some little kibble and bits on the upper hull. We finished off with this last time, and so we're going to continue on. That's what we're doing. Looks like we're going to be putting some stuff on here. And so, let's get to work on that. First of all, going to change my glasses on. It's kind of strange for me. I'm actually not used to doing this stuff at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but here I am. So, let's see here. What do we need? Once again, we've got our options depending on whether we're doing the B, C, or D version of this tank. And we're doing the B, or sorry, we're doing the D, because the D is the best. The D's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. We're doing the D version, okay? And so, we need to not put this one on. We need to put this one on. Okay, so we're looking for F29, and we're going to need M43. So we need our F tree and we need our M tree. So F and M. Let's see what we got here. We got F and M. Oh, we got F right here. So let's see here. We need F29. It looks like we need it twice. So it probably means there's one on each sprue. 33, 29, 30, 29 right here. Oh no, we have two. So we're going to have a total of 4 because there's going to be 2 on the other sprue tree. But it doesn't necessarily mean we're using all 4. For example, we have an extra one of these that we're not using at all. It's just a spare. And that happens. And of course we've got our big injector pins on the inside of this that we've got to clean off. Because for some reason Meng, I've not encountered a model kit company that leaves such big injector pins on their kits. So it's kind of surprising to me. When you're not used to seeing them, you think, oh, that's just the way the piece looks. That's how it's molded. That's part of it. Crap. And of course, with these glasses, I can't see what's on the floor. I just might be getting out my my spares after all. What a way to start, eh? First thing to do is drop a piece and lose it. There it is. All right. I am already starting to feel the heat and I need to turn on my air conditioner. So I'm going to try and bear with the heat a little bit longer for you guys because I know it puts quite the noise in the background, and so I'm going to try and hold out before actually having to put my air conditioner on. But once I start feeling like I'm going to get sweaty, I'm just going to have to. So I will apologize up front for that. Okay, so those are F 29s. And so we're going to have one go, let's see here, right here. Let's grab our tweezers, see? One's going to go right here. Like this. It's a tight fit, wow. Okay. And then the other one is going to go right here. Because of the tight fit, I don't even have to. I'm just going to put them down like that, and I'll just put some thin glue on these from underneath, and that'll be more than enough to secure these guys in infamy. There we go. Okay, so those guys are in. Now these are protectors, and if you notice, remember, they're supposed to be little pieces of clear that go in here and here. Remember that from last time? They go here and here off of the clear parts. But I'm holding off on installing those because if I can get away with not putting them on before paint, that's great. Or what I mean really is I paint the thing first and then put the clear parts on. That's perfect. I don't have to worry about masking. Okay, so next we've got something that's going to go here in this little spot, and we want M43. So we want M14 if we're doing version A, but we're not, so we want M43. Okay, so where's our M tree? M43. Let's see if we can find this guy here. It's 40, 42, 43, this guy here. Alright. So, these guys off, but not these. These are pins. There. So he's going to go on right in the middle here, just like this, just like that. Okay. So and some thin for the front. There we go. Okay. And that's that. We still have a couple of little slots here, but they're not showing us anything yet. So we have M21 that's supposed to go here into here. Okay, so let's find that. M20, 38, 21, these two little guys here. Okay. See, if this was a Tamiya kit, I would already have put the glue on them, knowing that it would fit perfectly. This is not a Tamiya kit, however, and so I'm finding some things are fitting extremely tight, other things are a little bit loose. These ones happen to be a little bit loose, where these ones were really tight. So you get a nice mixed bag with this kit. And that's fine. Keeps you on your toes, right? What was it? I think it was Nico that said on one of my videos that if it's such a pain in the ass, why are you doing it? Well, talking about the tracks. Yes, physical pain assembling these things. Is it worth it? I don't know. No pain, no gain? Yeah, maybe. Right? It's just the way it is. Sometimes things are like that. And maybe you don't like it in the moment, but in the end, it's not too bad, right? There's a lot of worse things you can go through out there, right? Let's see. So we want D20. That's going to be covering these holes. And then we want a combination of D7 and W18. W, I believe, is photo etched. So let's get D20 first, and we'll get D7. Where's my D? I thought I saw my D. There's my D. Okay, so let's get D20. 10, 16, 18, 15, 12, 8, 1, 13, 14, 19, 17. Where's 20? What's 20 even look like? It's round. Oh, I bet it was in the middle of this thing. Just a second here. It's not any of these. Ah, here we go. Bingo. There they are. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. So, I need to check this. Okay. Okay, so these guys are going to go on each side here, just like that. And see, again, that's a nice tight little fit, so I don't even need to worry about putting a lot of glue down. They just fit in right there, and I'll just use thin set and call it a day on these two pieces. Done. Okay. Now let's take a look at D7. D7 is this little guy right here. Now it doesn't look like much of a piece. Like at all. It is going to go like this on here, just like that. Okay, and there you go, that's that. But we need to get W18, and W is one of the photo etch sheets. I don't remember if I showed you guys. Did I show you guys this when I first opened it up? We have 3 photo etch sheets that comes with this kit to add for detail. These are just armor panels for the sides. On this one here, it's actually heavy. This is going to be a heavy little tank when it's all done. And then on this one, we've got a few mesh pieces, which is actually the W, so that's what we're needing right now. And then this one is got a big sheet of the anti-aircraft armor that goes on the top of the turret. And then I'm not sure what these two square ones are, but we'll figure that out as we go along. What's kind of neat about these is these have clear plastic film stuck on both sides of it. I guess to protect it from fingerprints and shit like that. I don't know. Anyway, so we want W18, and that's this guy right here in the middle. So let's get this peeled away. It's the first photo etch stuff I've seen that actually they've gone to the trouble of putting a plastic film on them, and it's actually on both sides. It's kind of neat. So I got smart this time. Remember building the turpits? I had a lot of photo etch to do on that, and I finally got smart and I bought a little picture frame just at the dollar store that had a nice piece of glass in it, and it's a little sharp, so I just put a piece of tape all the way around it, and so I can do this, and I can take the photo etch pieces off of this without bending it. And in theory, this is going to be nice and easy to do without bending the photo etched metal like I was doing with the plastic on there. It doesn't fall off. There we go. Like I was doing, I was cutting the photo etched on your table, or like this. I've got the self-healing mat. It gives it that little bit of a chance to just bend it before it cuts, right? And then so your pieces aren't perfectly flat, and then you wind up having to bend them, or like I was using my tweezers to just crimp it and fix it and all that kind of stuff. When you have glass, well, the glass holds its shape, so it comes off much nicer. That is, of course, if you drop it because your tweezers are shitty. Yeah, anyway, so this is going to go in this little spot here. Okay. Now, of course, photo etched to plastic, you gotta use CA glue, and that's just the way it is. So let's see if I got some CA glue ready. I have. None of my little things are prepared here for CA glue today. That's alright though. I'll get my CA glue, and I'll get a toothpick. Toothpick works fine. Okay. So my thick CA glue is getting a little thick. It's alright though. It's not the end of the world. Actually, I'm going to hold off on a second here. Something to help me hold on to this a little better. I know I've got my tweezers here somewhere. Where the frack are you? There you are. There. This makes it a little easier. I do need to get in close. Go. Glue has been applied. Now, put this down get a hold of this in a way that I'm comfortable with. And get this guy in his home. In his new home, anyway. There we go. And there he is. So that is the part applied. Here, I'll even show you on the big cam. Why not, right? There we go. Here we go. It can... Doesn't want to focus. How about you do this? There we go. So there he is. Little guy in his little nice little house. And that's where he is. Yeah. Okay. Woohoo. I can fix that. There you go. Okay. So I kind of want to clean this out. Get rid of the gel. It kind of turns into as it starts to dry a little bit. Okay. There we go. Alright, so I want to leave this for a minute or two just to make sure it's dried when I try and glue it on there. In the meantime, while that is curing, we can go on to step 8 of the upper hull assembly. Well, they actually call this upper hull assembly 4, but it's part 8. And this looks like we're working on some hatches. Okay, so, well, we got more photo etch to put on here. So, a little premature on putting it away, I guess. But we're gonna take number M25 and 26. Okay, M. Looks like these two guys here, 25 and 26. There's 26. And 25, okay. Alright. Make sure they're clean. Got an extra little knob to cut off on this one. Be interesting to know what goes through their minds when it comes to the whole sculpting process on these and how many points that they want to attach it on the tree, because some things have these, like I had 1, 2, 3, 4 attachment points on this when really you could have gotten away with 2, just one on each end, right? Anyway, so we're gonna take, they're showing me something here and I'm not sure why. In any case, we have this one and we have this one, okay? And we're going to take M1 and M2 back to the M tree. We're going to put on our little handles. 2. That's M1, and then we want M2. There's one of them. And there's the other one. Okay. These ones have extra little knobs that I need to cut off. Now just make sure cleaned up proper. They look pretty good. I did a good job. Yeah, good job, Duplicitous. Yeah, good job, good job. Okay, so M2 goes on to this little part right here and just sits there. That's easy enough. It just sits there. I like that. It can just sit there all it likes. Perfect. Extra little dab just to make sure it stays. We'll do the same with this one. Okay, and now, once those are on, we're going to take the M1s, these guys here, and they're going to go, they face it, they go towards it like this. It's supposed to go in the hole there, M1. Like that. Push it through all the way, and then all I gotta do is put a little dab of thin set right in there, and there we go. And that one's done. And do the same with this one. Push it all the way down so it's sitting flat. Perfect. Those are done. Okay. We have a couple more parts to put on there, but for now, we're going to get this guy. Because that glue should be plenty dry now. And we're going to put this guy on there. Now he goes right in the middle here. Lines up with two little pins, or two little tabs, whatever you want to call it. Just like that. Just for added measure. Look at that. There we go. Our middle piece is on with the little piece of photo etched. There we go. Alright. Now we got to go back to the W tree of the photo etched because we got a couple of pieces that go on the inside of the hatch. So, well, I guess maybe technically this is the outside of the hatch, or this is the inside, and this is the outside. I'm not sure which way they're actually going to go when we put them on. I am correct. So this is the inside of the hatch. This is the outside. What's kind of unfortunate is it doesn't look like they're going to be functional. It doesn't look like they've done them. No, we got options. We either do the hatches closed or open. It's a little sad because if you have them open, you're going to have it like this somehow, sitting like this. Looks a little weird. Doesn't seem to line up. Maybe it just sits like this or in between them. I don't know. It doesn't line up. Of course, if I have it closed, no, this sits like this. There we go. Okay, it's going to sit like that. But this bar would be facing towards the inside if it's closed, or if it's open like this. But you know what? With our hinges we've done there, I can't. The best I could do is this. So they're forcing me to have the hatches open by having these hinges in here. And they didn't tell me that back here when I was assembling this thing. It just told me to put them in and what color to paint them. So, before I can do this, I need to find out whether my client wants these things with the hatches open or closed. Yeah. So I'm going to have to hold off on those things. Okay. So that's it for these for now. Well, not necessarily. I can go on with the other little handles that are on there. W21. Let's look at our photo etch here. Absolutely unnecessary freaking detail. Okay, F39. F39. Where's my F? 31, 33, 4, 38, 39. There we go. Here's our little grab handles. Extremely delicate. Just getting it off of the sprue, I nearly broke it in half. So let's, yeah, that one bent too. Super delicate little pieces. This one almost broke. They both bent, but one bent so much it almost broke. Very close. Very close to breaking. Now these handles go on this side, not these. Go on this side. So you'll see what kind of a fit it is in the holes. If it fits at all. And with them being so delicate, Where are my other tweezers? Damn it. I had it. It was in the hole. It was perfect. Okay. Glue. Alright, there we go. So we got one in. It's very close to being one broken handle, but we're good. We're good. We got it in there. Okay. Next one. Alright, that one went in nicely. Perfect. So those are done. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be done. I'm going to have to find out whether he wants to have the hatches open or closed. So I'm going to have to hold off on installing those until I hear back from him. I'll have to send him a couple of pictures, both with them, with them open or whatever, to see if that's what he wants. In the meantime, they show the center panel sitting here. This is D8, and they show a couple of holes that need to be drilled in it, and then a whole installation process of a bunch of things on there. So let's take a look at it. We want D8. Again, we're going to find D. This little panel right here. Okay, so we have our panel, doink, like this, and we're going to add some stuff to it. So we need F15, yeah, and an F15 and F18, they go together, and they go together well. Of course, I'm referring to the airplanes, but whatever. F15, let's hope he doesn't bend. Perfect. And F18. 22, 21, that was 15. Where's 18? Round guy. 37. Oh, no, there he is. F18. Okay. And that's it for the F, so we need a tree. We need a tree. A. We need A, 28 and 37. 36, 37 is this guy here. And then we need 28. Another little handle that hopefully will not break. Perfect. All right. First, let's get the F-15 and the F-18 mated together. Go on and put these nubs on the inside here again for me to clean off. It actually looks like I need to do these twice. 2 F-15s, imagine that. 2 F-15s on a tank. And 2 F-18s. You don't hear that very often. Cleaning up the little nub on this handle here that doesn't look too nice right now. All right. So this goes on here, just like that. There we go, so there's one. Now that that's assembled, where's this guy? He can go on, and now we gotta figure out, we gotta drill these two little holes out in order to put this one on, okay? Which means I gotta get my pin vise out. Definitely don't want to use that bit. Something more size appropriate for the holes. Where'd my little guy go here? Put him down and I lost sight of him. There he is. Let's find a bit that looks like it's about the right size. That looks pretty good. You know, if it's a hair too big, that's no big deal. Too small, and then you wind up having to, you know, make it just a little bit bigger, and it kind of sucks. But we've got two holes right here. Doink, dink, and doink. It's the only holes they want me to drill, so I will do that. Again, don't put your finger right where the bit's going to come out, because you'll wind up drilling into your finger, and that hurts a little bit. Yeah. Just don't feel good. You know what I mean? So now I've got some burrs on the sides where that thing's going to go, so I got to clean those up. In the meantime, drill bit can go away. Okay. And just very lightly stick my knife in the holes there and get rid of those little burrs. Swing them off and done. So there's my new little holes. And that's for this guy to go into. Now if I got the right size, he'll go in there fine. With little to no resistance. If you make them too big, then what happens is you run the risk of it wanting to just fall through all the way through. I got them pretty much perfect, so it's sitting pretty good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now the holes that I drilled, they're just a hair too big, and so I have to just try and find the sweet spot to position it. Sure it's straight up and down while the glue is setting. That looks pretty perfect. And just for added measure, a little bit on the bottom, just to make sure it's going to sit and it's nice. Yes. Okay, so let's grab the other F15 and the other F18. Off the other infantry, boing. Okay. Clean this up. I'm going to make sure this is clean because it's going to sit flush on there. And yeah, it's because of that you got to clean it up. Because don't mind me. A friend of mine at work is always saying because all the time. All right. Once again, goes in there just like that. Straight up and down. Yes, you are. Perfect. Done. Okay. So with that done, we can take this guy, which we took off earlier, and clean him up. He goes into that little slot there. This slot here. It's a tight little fit in that little slot. Okay, perfect. A little glue there, and that's his permanent home. Okay, now let's take this guy. This guy was the first one, right? I think. And it looks like there isn't any particular way that it's supposed to go. We just line up this little hole with this little peg, and that's it. So, that being said, so let's grab this glue so we can put a little dab on there. That. And then we're going to take this and put them on there in the middle. Hopefully line it up. Hopefully line it up. And hopefully line it up. There we go. A little bit of pressure just to keep it down. There we go. Next one. Man, I really suck at lining these things up. There. Now I want them at the same angle. Alright, there we go. Okay, this panel now has all those little doodads on. Okay, just like that. Okay, and now this panel goes on here, and he goes in the middle here, just like that. And they're not giving me any kind of an option, nothing about here whether it should be open or closed or anything like that. They're just saying this is where it goes. So of course there's no detail on the inside anyway, so there really would be no point to the hatch being open. And really it's the same with these. Why would these be open? There's no detail to see underneath, inside. There's no interior to assemble on this. I think there might be a kit out there to add to this, to make the interior visible. And having said that, the fact that I'm not doing an interior on this thing, I'm going to put these hatches closed. I don't even need to talk to him. These are going to be closed. And of course, that means these go. These go bye-bye. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Just like that. Just like that, they're bye-bye. Okay. Which means these can now go on like this. There's one. Of course, this one is not fitting nicely. Why aren't you fitting nicely? I guess technically you fit okay. I want it to fit flush, but it doesn't. Let's see. Because of these stupid nubs. Suddenly it fits flush. How about that? Who would have thought, eh? As if they didn't have it already secured more than it necessary. They had to double the thickness on the nubs. There we go. Okay, so there's our patches, and we're going to glue these in. So a little bit of unnecessary interior detail on the underside of the hatches, but that is perfectly all right. There we go. Hatches are on. Just like so. And that means we need M12 to finish off this page. M12, not M13. M13 is if you're going to use the A version of the tank. M12 is for the B, C, and D. So we need M12. F, D, E, there's M. M12. Where are we here? Of course, M12 and M13 are identical pieces. They're, well, actually, no, they're not. They're not identical. They are very close, but not quite. But for our tank, we need M12. We need the extra nubs cleaned off of here. It's going to have to be my default. Check for extra nubs. Okay, now this guy goes right here. Right here. What's a little bit unfortunate is there may be a couple of holes I was supposed to drill here and I missed it because they're showing me a hole right here and right here, dink and doink, and they're not there. So let's go back and see, was there... Yes. I did miss holes. Crap, I missed drilling some holes. I actually missed quite a few holes to drill. Which means I gotta pull these panels off if I can. How well did these get glued on in the end? Remember I was having some troubles lining these up? I might be able to get away with prying them up. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. That one's good. How about this one? This one looks like I glued it pretty good. I might not be so lucky on this side. Oh, that's what that worked. Maybe I got a good glue bomb there. Okay. Almost there. Almost. Come on, baby. After all that complaining last time that I couldn't get them to really line up. Well, I wound up figuring out how to get it all to glue together and did too good of a job. Almost. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And you can see where it was really holding on. It was right there and not really anywhere else. Unfortunately, nothing broke. So that's great. Perfect. Now, let's go back here and look at these. And did you look at it? I got holes to drill. I got holes to drill. What am I looking at for time here? I might not have time to show you guys me drilling the holes. Yeah. Kind of. So what do I need to do? I need to drill these 2 holes. I'm going to mark them. Oh, crap. Okay. I'm going to mark the holes I need to drill. So I need to do this one and this one. And since we're doing the D and not the A, we're not going to drill any of the holes here. And we're not going to drill any of the holes here. Just the ones here. We need this one and this one. Oh, and that's kind of interesting. They're showing me holes here, but they're not actually, there's nothing actually there. Unless it's hidden underneath this, which is very possible, but this panel is glued down very nicely, so I'll just have to wing it. There's only one hole anyway, so that's okay. One hole. We can get away with missing one hole. That almost is, that's still way too big. That's perfect for that one. It's too big for that one. How about this one? Just a hair too big. Yeah. Too small. Sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error. Well, we might have a winner there, but I'd like to find one that fits a little better. That one's perfect. Okay, good. All right, let's start with a small one. Again, be careful with your, be mindful of your finger positioning. Okay, so there's one. And we've got these other two at the back. There we go. So with our holes drilled, I don't know what's going to be going there, but I will eventually. Once again, I'll get rid of the burrs. Burr, 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 burr. With my knife wherever it went. Okay, that's those two. Now we have these. Alright, so now we can actually put that guy on here. And he's got to go... He's got a flat edge, okay? And I guess he's going to go with the flat edge facing the rear, because they don't show the flat edge on the front, so you can go like that. So, with the holes that I've drilled, it's not a super tight fit. It's kind of just in there, so I'm going to use the thicker glue. And glue him down. Now he's done. And now I can glue these things back in. After all that trouble. Okay, there's one. See, I need to, so what I needed to do is get these pins shaved off, because they don't really line up that well. And they added a little bit of detail onto this, which actually interferes with it lining up flush. And now with that shaved off, that fits better and it's a little tighter. Now it's going to, if I have to remove them, I'm going to be in trouble now. If I ever have to remove those again, I'm going to be in some trouble. Okay, and that's going to be it for this page. This page is done. Okay, except of course for a little clear pieces that need to go in there, but I'm not at a point where I'm confident in installing those yet, because I really, there's deep down inside, I know I'm going to have to put them in before painting, because eventually it's going to go on top of here, and now I cannot access those from inside, especially with this bracing wall here. Yeah, so it's just to be a nightmare trying to get in there to install them. So I know I'm going to have to put the clear pieces in there. I just don't want to yet. And sure enough, the next step is to put the two halves together. Okay, let's go back. What are those? Those are H1 on the clear tree. H1. 1, 2. It looks like, now these are kind of, they have a chamfer, a bevel, whatever you want to call it. They're not just square. They're not just doink, doink, doink. They're not you know, square. They go up and then they chamfer down and then they go down. And so it looks like they want the chamfer facing the back of the tank. There's one. Two. And with a little bit of clear glue, well, it's all clear glue, but a little bit of thin, it won't go anywhere. That's done. Okay, so we've got the clear little windows in there now. And now we can flip the page. That's all done, and we're putting the top half to the bottom half. This is supposed to line up at this stage here. We've got a little bit of a divot here and here to line up on those two little spots. We have two pegs. These are supposed to line up with this, and I'm not seeing that line up at all. sort of get one in, but not the other. Let's try getting the back in first. It's a little bit tricky because we have they've made it shitty. They've made it shitty. Let's try this. If they're like that. Hey, there we go. Okay, so it does line up, it does go together. We're all lined up and nice and perfect on the front. The rear, it's got a little bit of play. I've got something to clean up there. That's okay. So this has to be cleaned up. This is affecting its gluability. Okay. They're all clean everywhere else. That's good. Good, very good. Okay. So, throw some glue in there. Lots here and here. On this edge. A little slathering in here. Alright. Still going to follow that up with the thin set because it's necessary to do so. Go in now. See, you put glue on it and it doesn't work. There we go. All the test fitting and then the glue doesn't, and then you have problems. But that's where we are. There we go. Done. So there's our top and bottom half finally together. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the back of this just to make sure our gaps are all nice and solid and put away and all that stuff. Actually, maybe I don't even need to. It looks pretty good, just the way it is. I'll just put a little bit of thin set here, here. Close those gaps up nice. There we go. A little bit of a gap here at the front I could probably squeeze together and get rid of. Just hold on to that for a sec here. It's looking pretty good. All right. Well, there we go. So that's where I'm going to leave it for today, guys. and let that all set and dry and all that good stuff. You'll see my chat is as chatty as ever, but that's fine. There you go, guys. Top and bottom half put together. We're making progress. Next is going to be, it looks like we're going to put some fenders on the underside here and some detail at the back. And then it looks like, I don't know what the heck that thing is, but we'll find out. We'll see. We're assembling something here, and yeah, whatever the heck that thing is. They just call it attaching wheels, but these are clearly not wheels. Anyway, that'll be for future me's problem. Or that's a problem for future me. You know what I mean. Anyway, that's where we're going to leave it for now, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching, and thanks for coming out. Thanks for you guys who subscribe. Thanks to you guys who follow me. You guys are really awesome. Thank you so much. It really helps out a lot. I would really help it and really appreciate it if you hit the like button down at the bottom. If you like my videos and you like what I do, why not hit the like button? It doesn't cost you anything. Same with subscribing. Over here on this side, subscribe there. That's great. It'd be really helpful. Just like, yeah, thanks. Yeah, anyway, that's enough of that. So, I'm going to leave it at that, and hopefully have a little bit of time to continue on this tomorrow. And yeah, so I guess until next time, we'll see you all later.